Hi, how are you today, guys? Are you
Hi,
right?
good teacher. Good morning. Very
Morning,
well.
everybody. Are you okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Um, we're gonna focus on the first pages, uh, because I'd like you to advance as much as possible. As you remember, our semester is not short. We've got an advantage that is not short, but it's too much information. And for the exam, before the exams, every 2 units, I'd like you to do a review, a presentation, so we can practice more and learn more and remember, right? So we're gonna focus from now on our book, okay? Uh, remember, it's very important you have the book and you follow, follow what we see here during the class. Write your answers uh, on your notebook, on the book, on a sheet of paper, so you don't forget, because super important. Later, you will use those to revise, to study before the exam. Yeah, so this is the book. One important thing to mention, that you must cover, you must learn by heart this semester and for the rest of your life if you'd like to continue studying English. Highly recommendable. You have your book here for the ones who already bought it or who already has this. The book has a list of verbs. Yeah. So the verbs are here on the last page, almost 155. For now, or for days, these days and probably next week, we won't use, we don't really need this list of verbs, but because of the topics of the units that we must do, there are some structures that requires past simple and past participle. Past participle actually is the last unit. So in these verbs, or this column, we will use it until June, but uh, highly recommendable that you start learning little by little. That means that you can start with 3 verbs or 4 verbs every day, or 2 verbs every day. So you can, so that you don't forget these important tenses. So these are the regular verbs. Remember that the regular verbs in past, what do you do when you want to say something in past and the verb is regular? What do you add?
Add
What
ed on the finish.
ed, like finish, finish. Here, the only issue, we've got an advantage of the irregular verbs because they are easier in written, but they are harder when we are pronouncing them. Yeah, because it's not finished or worked.
Started.
Is finished, worked. The ending, the last part, ending, the last pronunciation is slightly like the, like t, and the only ones that are pronounced, for example, how do you say querer?
Want.
Want, exactly. In that case, in past, for example, when I was a little boy, I
want to be a doctor, for example.
wanted. The pronunciation would be wanted. Yeah, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a homeless person, a vagabond, yeah, in my case. Yeah, I wanted. So the only ones that are pronounced in ed are the ones that they finish in t or d, like one, like decide, like repeat, among others. Yeah, I will give you a list of verbs, of the regular verbs, and with the proper pronunciation, so you start practicing them, because it is the hardest part, no? Because we tend to say that, no? We tend to mispronounce these verbs. Yep. So
Yeah.
please keep in mind that this is going to be your first homework for the rest of your life if you'd like to continue to study English. Yeah. Next week, we'll start revising the verbs. The second column, but highly recommendable to begin with the last column, with all of the verbs. Yeah. Okay, guys, so we've got a picture here on the cover of the unit. Do you see it? Do you see the picture?
Yes, I do, teacher.
Yeah. What's happening here? What's the girl doing?
She's jumping in the Olympians.
She's jumping, she's what? What about the other guys?
She does gymnastic, maybe.
She does gymnastics. Do you agree with Diana, guys?
Yes, making no sé, acrobacias.
Acrobacy? Acrobacy? She's
Making
what is
acrobacy.
that she's doing with her legs?
Straight legs.
She's stretching her legs. But there is something for the ones who practice sports. There is a certain vocabulary, a certain word for that. It is split. She's splitting.
Splitting.
She's splitting.
Mhm.
Can you do that, guys? Can you
No.
do that?
No, I
No.
can't.
So I can. Do you practice a sport?
Yes, I practice gym.
Well, that's not a sport, but
Yeah,
that's a
weightlifting is a
place.
sport.
That's a place.
Weightlifting is a sport.
I don't know about. It's debatable. Yeah, for example, in my case, I practice swimming. What about you guys?
Also, I practice kickboxing.
Kickboxing, okay.
Yeah.
What about the rest? Eduardo, Fabian, Marbella, Raul, do you practice any
Practice
sport?
basketball.
You practice basketball? That's great.
I also practice swimming.
Swimming.
You practice cycling?
Cycling, that's great. Anybody else who would like to share? Are you good at practicing sports?
Yes, I am orange signed.
I'm all right. Okay. I do my best.
I
huh?
begin in the 1 year ago for practice that.
Okay. You can say, I do my best. Trato de hacerlo mejor, ¿no? I do my best. That's the phrase. Okay, what about this girl? Is she good at gymnastics?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she's really good, right? All right, we're going to watch the video introduction of what's coming in the unit. So pay attention to that.
Welcome to Unit 5. When I was a child, I wanted to become a superhero. My favourite was Superman, with his blue costume and red cape, because he was strong, fast, and clever. He had X-ray vision, and he could fly. Did you have a favourite superhero when you were a child? This unit is all about what you can or can't do. and what you could or couldn't do when you were a child.
I can speak English, but I can't speak Chinese.
I can play the piano, but I can't sing.
When I was a child, I could swim, but I couldn't draw.
Can you play a musical instrument? In this unit, you'll read about a very talented British family. All the children, aged from 8 to 19, can play at least one musical instrument, but some of them play 3. You can watch a video about an unusual school where talented young musicians from all over the world study music and hope to become world-famous musicians one day. Vocabulary and listening focuses on words that go together. Go on holiday, earn a lot of money, and words made up of 2 nouns. Motorbike, sunglasses. Learning words in combinations can help you become more fluent. You can go online to look at the material again, practice new language, and check your progress. Have fun. See you soon.
Okay. Okay. So as you can see, every time that we miss a class or we aren't here online, it's a good idea to practice in the platform. Yeah. By the way, have you got your platform? Some of you? Yes, some of you not yet.
Yes, I get the platform now.
What about the others?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I will give you the access code so you can join the class and I can see you are working, okay? Later. Okay, guys, so do you recognize these superheroes over here on the pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so they aren't like us. They have a big difference between us. Why? Because they've got superpowers.
Yeah.
So what can Superman do?
Superman can fly.
He can fly. Is
Mm,
that the only thing that he can do? Guys,
mm, He's a stranger.
he's a stranger.
Can fight with the enemies.
Yes. Karina, you were going to say something?
I don't know how to say
He,
que su visión de rayo láser.
he can have an X-ray vision.
He can have X-ray vision. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
He can eat kryptonite.
Okay.
He can run.
He can run like us.
Fast.
Fast.
Very fast.
Fast, very fast. What about no, it's not super, it's Wonder
Wonder Girl. Wonder Woman.
Woman. What superpowers can she have?
She is beautiful. She is strong. She can run faster. And she, how do you say manejar espada?
She can use a sword. She can use a sword.
She can use a sword very well.
Huh? Anybody else?
He can jump so high.
Uh-huh. She can jump high.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. She can jump high. High, no, high. Mhm. I think she can speak many languages, no? I think. I don't know if you have seen the movie. Have you seen the movie?
No, I don't
Okay.
like it.
You're not really
I
into.
prefer superhero of the of
Marvel.
Stanley. Marvel or Stanley words.
Yeah. Talking about Stanley, because
Marvel.
Spider-Man was created by Stanley.
DC. Mhm.
Yeah. No, yeah, those are from DC, but this one is from Marvel.
Spider.
Okay. So what can Spider-Man do, guys?
He can climb.
He can what?
He can climb, o sea que puede trepar.
Climb. Climb. Only pronunciation. Climb. Yes, he can climb buildings, no? What else can he do?
How do you say telaraña, teacher?
How do you say araña?
Spider.
Spider web.
Yes, exactly.
Spider web?
The internet spider web. Yeah.
Okay, spider web.
He can throw. He can throw spider web. Actually, he creates, no? He creates the spider web. Well, depending, no? Some comics are like he has, and some others that he creates because he's super intelligent, no?
Yeah. Peter Parker.
Peter Parker is the real person, no? Well, nowadays, I don't really like the last two Spider-Man movies, but it's okay, you know. I was, when I was a little boy, I was fan of Spider-Man, and I had a lot of toys about Spider-Man. But now Marvel is not so good, you know. It's okay, it's okay movies. It's like memories.
What a shame, teacher. Captain American is my best hero.
Your favorite.
My favorite hero.
Favorite hero because he's handsome, no?
Yeah.
Chris Evans, no? I would say. Okay, yeah, so you have here some vocabulary, the same that we, for example, Spider-Man can't fly. Yeah, he can't fly. He can have X-ray vision, no? He can have X-ray vision. For example, Wonder Woman, she can climb buildings. And for example, Superman can be immortal. He can die because of the kryptonite, no? Something like that. The rock, the meteorite rock. Okay, so we're going to hear a conversation about these guys. Do you think this man likes superheroes? Do you think he likes superheroes?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is maybe in their 25 and 30 years old, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, what's happening here in the picture? Look at the pictures, guys.
She gives a surprise.
She gives a surprise. Yes, Mariluna?
For him.
What's happening?
A present.
Natalie?
Maybe it's his birthday.
Okay. Yes, do you agree, Mariluna? Who else? Marbella? Yeah? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is he happy?
Yes, she looks very happy. She looks surprised.
Ah, yeah, he looks surprised. No, oh my God, because surprise gift, no? Surprise present. Okay, we're gonna hear Kate has a present for her husband.
5.2.
Complete the information that you've got there. It's missing some information.
Ben's birthday present.
Can you hear? Can you hear the audio?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, teacher.
Perfect.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Wow, thanks. My two favourite superheroes.
So, what can they do, these superheroes?
Well, Superman can do everything. He can speak every language in the world, and he can fly at the speed of light.
Surely all superheroes can fly.
Batman can't. He's Batman, but he can't fly.
Really? Well, I'm pleased you like the present. 32 years old today, and still a boy at heart. You can play with my 6-year-old nephew.
.2.
One last time.
Ben's birthday present.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Wow, thanks. My two favourite superheroes.
So, what can they do, these superheroes?
Well, Superman can do everything. He can speak every language in the world, and he can fly at the speed of light.
Surely all superheroes can fly.
Batman can't. He's Batman, but he can't fly.
Really? Well, I'm pleased you like the present. 32 years old today, and still a boy at heart. You can play with my 6-year-old nephew.
All right. So we have here, so
What can they do?
can what?
They do.
Only
They
can.
only can, actually, because they is here. Well, Superman
Can
do
do
can do
everything.
everything. He
Can speak.
can speak, correct. And he
Can fly.
Can fly.
can fly. Batman can't. Yeah, but he's Batman.
Can speak. Can fly.
He can fly, but he can be super rich, huh? And super intelligent. He can be super intelligent and super rich. Batman was one of my favorite superheroes as well. Yep. So yeah, perfect. So if you do have a boyfriend who loves superheroes, a perfect present would be toys, no? Toys. So consider that extra points for love if you give your victim toys. Okay, so there is an extra part of the conversation. Yep, they are going to discuss something about with another person. Yeah, so you have to answer only this part, the first part, the second part. Ignore this part, not yet, only this part. Okay. Who is Dexter and what can he do? The first time, second time, then we focus on the
5.3.
32 years old today, and still a boy at heart. You can play superheroes with my 6-year-old nephew.
Yeah, Dexter and I have great times together.
I know. And Dex can do a lot of things you can't do.
Huh? Like what?
He can speak Spanish fluently, for a start.
His mother's Spanish, so of course he can.
But you can't speak any foreign languages at all.
I can speak French a little bit. I can say bonjour and merci.
And Dex is very musical. He can play the guitar. He can sing brilliantly, and he can...
Okay. There's nothing young Dexter can't do. He's Superboy.
Well, you're a super enough man for me. Happy birthday.
So, who's Dexter?
His nephew. She's nephew.
Her
Her nephew.
nephew. Yes. And what Dexter can do?
He cannot speak Spanish fluently.
Yeah, he can speak Spanish fluently.
He can play the guitar.
Oh yeah, he can play the guitar. He can play a musical instrument. Can you play a musical instrument, guys?
Yes, the guitar too.
The guitar too. Perfect.
Yes.
Like a singer, like a band in a rock, any special genre? Rock, pop, acoustic?
No acoustic.
Only acoustic. Okay, that's great.
Yes.
What about the others, guys? Can you play a musical instrument?
I can play the violin a little bit.
Yeah, the violin. Okay, that's great. Anybody else? No? When I was younger, when I was a little boy, approximately 10 years old, I could play the piano, but now I can't. I forgot. I don't know what to do with the piano. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky for me, no? That happens. Sometimes when we practice things when we were little boys, little girls, and now as teenagers or as adults, we forget, right? Okay, so we're gonna focus on the second part. In this part, yes, you have to complete the conversation or the phrases, yeah, the phrases that are missing. Remember, like the example, please, number 1, can you read, Raúl? Dex? Hi, is Raúl here?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. Can you read only the first part, this part?
Okay.
Dex?
Dex can do a lot of things you can do.
You can't do, correct. Okay, so sometimes it can be positive and sometimes it can be negative, okay? So pay attention to the listening and complete, please.
5.3.
32 years old today, and still a boy at heart. You can play superheroes with my 6-year-old nephew.
Yeah, Dexter and I have great times together.
I know. And Dex can do a lot of things you can't do.
Huh? Like what?
He can speak Spanish fluently, for a start.
His mother's Spanish, so of course he can.
But you can't speak any foreign languages at all.
I can speak French a little bit. I can say bonjour and merci.
And Dex is very musical. He can play the guitar. He can sing brilliantly. And he can...
Okay. There's nothing young Dexter can't do. He's Superboy.
Well, you're a super enough man for me. Happy birthday.
Is that okay this time or I repeat, guys?
It's okay for me, teacher. Thank you.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. So number 2, let's see if you have it. Tracy? Tracy's here?
Yes, teacher. He can do Spanish fluently.
He can
Do.
I didn't hear you. Can you repeat, please?
He can do.
Sorry, it's not do because do Spanish. I mean, you can do Spanish exercises, but what is the verb here, guys?
He can speak.
Speak.
He can speak. Number 3, please. Oviedo.
You can speak.
Like this?
Yes.
Perfect. Any foreign languages you didn't complete? One more time, please. Read again the complete sentence.
You can speak any foreign language at all.
Okay, perfect. Next, number 4, Mariluna is here.
Yes, teacher. I can say bonjour and merci.
I can say bonjour and merci. Bonjour and merci are French words, okay? French words. Good morning and thanks. Number 5, Diana.
He can play the guitar and he can sing brilliantly.
Brilliantly. Brilliant.
Brilliantly.
Thanks. Andres. Here. Isaías. Hiya. Fabián.
Aquí estoy.
Okay.
Es el the sixth. The sixth? There's nothing young Dexter can't do. He's Superboy.
Yes, correct. Negative. Okay, so as you notice, our topic is can and can't. No, can and can't. We use it to talk about abilities, to talk about skills. Yeah, but not only skills or abilities. For example, we can use as well can and can for permission. No, teacher, for example, can you give me, can I miss your class because I have paperwork? Oh, sorry, teacher, I can't come to your class today. Yeah. So it's also for permissions. It's also for
Or paid food, for example, in a restaurant, can I have a cappuccino?
Oh, yes, of course, when you are in a restaurant. Yeah, can I have, or can you give me some?
For help, can I help you?
Request, no? Can I help you? Okay, and as you can see, you don't conjugate the modal verb can. So for example, he, she, it is not with S. It's just like that. I can, you can, he can, she can, it can, we can, they can. No, I can't, you can't, he can't, he can. And the negative form, we just add to the modal verb apostrophe T. No, I can, you can, etc. Any questions have you got?
No, teacher.
No? Okay, so we are just practicing pronunciation. You can pronounce with your microphone on.
5.4 Grammar and Pronunciation.
I can speak French. Can you speak French?
Yes, I can.
No, I can't.
5.4 Grammar and Pronunciation.
I can speak French. Can you speak French?
Yes, I can.
No, I can't.
Okay, then we have here the last two sentences. You can sing, I can sing. Yeah. All right. So we're going to listen and you have to choose and underline. Well, before we do that, in British English, there is a mark. It's very obvious, the difference between positive and negative. Whereas in American English it tends to be a little bit more complicated, or it's almost the same pronunciation. Yeah, For example, British people for negative form is like more guttural, like more like an echo. I can't, yeah. And in American English is almost the same. I can, yeah. There is not real difference. Sometimes there is, yeah. So, but if you want, either you have, you can choose any pronunciation that you want, American English or British English, no? But they slightly pronounce t, no? The T. But it's more guttural, as I said, in British English. Yes, I can. No, I can't. I can't do that. No? And sometimes it's like an exaggeration, no? For British people, but it's the way they speak. And American people, they just say, oh, no, I can't. No, I can't. And that's it. No? Sometimes it's very, very difficult to identify in American pronunciation. Okay, so identify and underline the correct form, positive or negative.
5.5. Can or can't. 1,
He can play the guitar.
2,
I can't hear you.
3,
She can't speak French or German.
4,
They can meet us at 6:30.
5,
You can't always get what you want.
6,
Can you do the homework?
One last time.
5.5. Can or can't. 1,
He can play the guitar.
2,
I can't hear you.
3,
She can't speak French or German.
4,
They can meet us at 6:30.
5,
You can't always get what you want.
6,
Can you do the homework?
Okay, number 2, positive or negative?
Negative.
Yes, negative, guys?
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
Negative. Number 3, positive or negative?
Positive.
Negative.
Positive.
Positive. And or?
Or.
Or. So, one more time. Positive or negative?
Negative.
Positive or.
Negative.
Actually, it's negative. Yeah? And number 4, positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. And the other preposition here, at or until?
At.
Correct. Number 5, positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. And finally, number 6,
Positive.
positive, because it's a question. Okay, let's hear you guys. I'd like you to practice pronunciation. Natalie, can you read the second one, please?
I can't hear you.
One more time.
I can't hear you.
Number 3, Marilu. Hi.
Me, teacher?
Yes.
She can't speak French or German.
Thanks. Raúl.
Number 4, teacher.
Yep.
They can meet at 6:30.
Correct. Number 5, Diana.
You can't always get what you want.
Carolina.
Can you do the homework?
Can you do the homework? Thank you very much for pronouncing. Okay, so talking about pronunciation, I have a YouTube video that I'd like you to watch. Maybe we won't have time to watch all the video, but it's important that we mark that difference. By the way, I always follow this teacher. I have learned a lot, and sometimes I use it for my classes. This teacher, highly recommendable. She's from England. She's British. She has a Cockney accent. That means that is the most typical accent in England. Her name is Lucy, and her YouTube channel is English with Lucy. So she's got a lot of topics in English, so you could help you in your pronunciation, in your grammar. Yep. So this is the video. So we're going to watch part of the video, and as homework, I'd like you to finish the video. So here we watch.
Hello everyone and welcome back to English with Lucy. Today we are going to be looking at some really confusing words. Words that are pronounced in very similar ways. Words that if you mispronounce them, you could say one of the worst swear words or curse words in the English language. There's a lot to talk about today, but don't worry, I'm here to help you. Let's get started with those confusing words. Remember, as always, I have created a free PDF that goes along with this lesson. If you want to get that, just click on the link in the description box, enter your name and your various forms of British pronunciation. But in American English, it gets even more complicated, so we're going to talk about all of that today. Firstly, let's talk about strong and weak forms. So with the word can, we have can with the ah sound, but we also have kun with the schwa sound, and this is a weak form. Weak forms are syllable sounds that become unstressed in connected speech, and they're often pronounced as the schwa, Can, kun, Take a look at this sentence. When I'm speaking naturally, I would say, I can do what I can. So the first can is a weak form, kun. And the last one, it's an important word, so it's can. The first can is in its weak form, and the second one is stressed, so it's in its strong form. Can. I can do what I can. This works for other words as well, like do. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? The first is unstressed, the second is stressed. Now let's take a look at can versus can't with RP pronunciation, my pronunciation. Can. Can't. Is a really short and wide sound. With can't, we have a different mouth.
Responding to emails takes time, but not with Grammarly. In a few clicks, Grammarly's generative AI
Mouth shape, and it's a lot longer. Do I look silly? Good, because that's how I'm meant to look when I'm teaching pronunciation. Can, can't, Now, let's talk about a swear word. I don't normally talk about swear words on my channel. In American English, they refer to them as curse words, but there is a vowel sound that is very similar to the R sound. If you use that in can't, it makes a really bad word. The vowel sound is So we've got can't, and I'm not going to say it on this channel, it's a really vulgar word, but if you would like to search it and hear it for yourself, then just replace the A in can't with a U, and I'm sure some robot dictionary will tell you exactly what it sounds like. Just be really mindful. Is short, and that's the bad version. Can't, that's longer, and that's the fine version. Now, something to notice with the pronunciation of can't is that sometimes we don't release that final T. Instead of saying can't, we might say can't. I can't do it. Not I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
So as you notice, they exaggerate a little bit, but it's actually the longer pronunciation. I can't do it. Can't do it.
I can do it. I can't do it. I can do it, I can't do it. So you can't always rely on hearing that T to know if somebody is saying can or can't. Now, this is where it gets complicated because in American English, they use a very similar vowel sound for can and can't. And they also avoid releasing that T at the end. So can in American English, and you must excuse my terrible accent, is can. But can't in American English is can't. Now, if they don't release that T, then they sound very similar. Can. Okay, brace yourself for this accent. I can try. Now, I spoke to a couple of my friends from the US, and they assured me that they can hear the difference because when they say can't, they make the vowel sound much more abrupt. Can. So I hope you now feel confident in pronouncing can and can't and avoiding pronouncing that bad word unless
Okay,
you want.
guys. So we stop here. I will share the link for you so you can watch it and you can check the pronunciation, which is not so difficult as she mentioned, because it's more complicated in American English rather than British English. So that's it for today, guys. So tomorrow we will do extra activities we continue with can and can't, and I will give you a PDF so we can do it here in class and order for homework for Friday.
Okay,
That's all
teacher.
for today.
Thank you, teacher.
Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow.
See you, teacher. Thank you.
Bye.